Okay, it's approaching 7, so can we open our public session? Welcome everyone. I understand, Carl, you want to speak to us?
Yeah, it was just a very quick thing with regards to farm vehicles, what I call charging through the village.
Anything we can do.
The reason I raise it is I'm assuming farm villages charging through the village will be owned by farms which people on the council may well be aware of. But on Saturday, there was a very young looking chap in farm vehicle. I wouldn't go as far as saying using Brent Street as a racetrack, but well exceeding the speed limit both from one end to the other and back while using a mobile telephone. If anybody on the council knows said person or the farm that it could possibly be from, please have a word. Next time I'll just photograph him and have him arrested. But what I don't want to do is upset somebody who could potentially be a neighbour of mine, being quite new to the village. But if an animal or a human steps out in front of them, nobody wins against the tractor. Nobody wins, or a car. I mean, how he didn't take our guests the side of their car off, I'll never know. But
Whereabouts was it?
Sorry?
Whereabouts was it?
So this is from one end of Brent Street to the other.
There was a couple
So
of
we're
instances on
just
Saturday.
across the way.
Yeah.
But I know we've got the speed things up at the moment which illustrate 30. Which is fast enough for a car, but when you're talking a multi-ton vehicle, as I say, I think it's a point worth raising, and I think it's a point if people on the council know who it could potentially be, just to have a very subtle word before it gets legal.
Was it just a tractor or did he have a trailer on?
Hand trailer.
Yeah.
With trailers.
Yeah, this is the kind of
Did
thing
you
which...
not?
It's
you
driving
don't
like
recognise-
this.
Sorry?
Did you recognise the tractor?
Probably
I know
not,
less
though.
about tractors than I do brain surgery, to be honest with you.
Get the camera out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mean to be flippant, but at points, unless I go out armed with a camera, I couldn't get a phone out of my pocket quick enough, press, unlush it to take a photograph of it before the guy is absolutely gone hammered by.
No, I take your concern. I mean, they zoom up and down Church Lane to service the fields between here and East Brent, you know, at the top. Yeah, and they do come through to Racket. So, yeah, I think what we do is some evidence, really.
Okay.
I mean, we only know one tractor boy, as it were, but I don't think it would be that. But
can I just check? Was this on the Sat? You said
There
on
was
the
a
Saturday?
couple of instances. So we went out Saturday morning and we had a tractor coming at us in the car so quickly. Even I did the slow down sign, of which he did pay attention to. Our friends then dropped their son at his partner's house, which is just down the road, before coming to us, and they had their car almost taken out by a tractor, so they weren't happy at all. And then we did a walk and then came back and the tractor's still flying. So they're going back and forth between certain points, but Saturday it was a dry day, so obviously tractor working, it's an opportune time for them, but it's just the speed. But when he went back up Brent Street that way, he actually had his phone up here and driving. So it's the sheer fear it instills in me, because it's bad enough in a car, but a tractor, nothing stands a chance. And to be honest, not even a car stands a chance, because the tractor's over the top of it.
okay,
So yeah, it was that, really.
point taken. Yeah. But if you can help us, then
Definitely, I will, well,
I mean, again,
the weather's coming,
photograph-
so they'll be working a lot.
It's going to identify the tractor, but it's certainly not going to obviously illustrate the speed in which it's
Yeah.
going.
no.
But
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'll a bit of a word around as well, see if we can just
Okay.
put the word out that it's been noticed and that people are watching what's going on. So
It's
that
just
hopefully
scary.
just
It's
encourage
just
people to
appreciate it. They are in the biggest
I'm guessing a
vehicle.
farmhand without a driving licence is a useless farmhand.
Yeah.
So,
Your visitors tonight, do you want to speak to us at all? Or
No,
No,
it's fine.
You just
we were
come to
expecting
meet
an
us?
update on the shop, so we just came to lend a bit of support, that's all.
Okay, I think you might be disappointed.
I think so.
that-
There's nobody here.
Yeah. Well, as we go, it's a quiet time for us, really. But anyway, it'll come out in the meeting if you've got the patience to to sit there long enough anyway.
Thank you.
But thanks for coming in anyway, thank you.
If they enjoy it enough, they might come and join us.
Yeah, that's right.
Vacancies coming up, so-
Oh yes, I heard about vacancies.
Yeah. So we'll close that session now and open our formal session. Welcome everyone. I'm sorry we're so thin on the ground, but this is our last meeting now before the AGM on the 20th of April, and then we start all over again, hopefully on the, what date in May?
Newcastle, 11th of May.
11th of May.
It's our annual parish council meeting.
So, let's start proceedings. Apologies.
Apologies, we've got a list of those. Andrea, Warwick, Nigel, David, Malcolm and Andy. Some on holiday, some unwell, some working. So a bit of a mixed bag, really.
Okay, are you happy that we accept those apologies? Thank you. Declarations of interest. Bob on planning and
And the usual sort of district and county matters if they come up.
okay. Myself on 00005, please.
Okay.
Anybody else? No?
Can I just do one more?
Yes, Bob.
Notice I'll abstain, but it's the parish hall invoice payment, just as I'm a trustee of the parish hall.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Okay, you've had circulated the minutes of our last meeting on the 2nd of March. Are you happy that they're a true record and that I sign them as that true record? Yes, thank you. Right, we're into planning, so Bob out.
Yeah.
And if I
And
do...
then number 4.
Yeah.
It's small, isn't it?
We've just got a quorum for the 0023 and the 0002. Let's take 0023, erection of a 2-storey rear northwest and first floor extension, including raising of ridge height and demolition of existing northwest hot tub extension at Orchard View, Burton Row. This is a revised application to which we've already given approval, haven't we, some time ago. And I had a look at it today, and it's literally, correct if I'm wrong here, Owen, they've got a flat section at the moment on top of the bungalow, and they propose just to raise the ridge height to there.
That's a change we can detect.
That's the only change. So I don't know if anyone would like to propose that.
You're basically
I
proposing
don't
a
see
change.
anything that was wrong.
No.
Objecting to.
No.
And is there a change or, making a comment?
Yes, please, John. Yeah. So that we approve this on the basis of, what would it be?
Well, on the basis that the change doesn't significantly change the parish council's view from the previous application.
Material difference.
Okay. Right, 0002, which was the erection of a single-storey extension to the side, southwest elevation, at Donyana, Wick Lane, Brent Knoll. This is a revised application, and we approved this application on the 18th of February 2022. And really, there is very little difference. You remember, it is quite a large first floor only, or ground floor extension, which incorporates several bedrooms, etc. So we've already given approval. The revised application is very little difference from the existing one. So, are you happy that we, once again... Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we approved that on the basis of additional living accommodation. Okay? Now 00005, we can't do anything about.
Can't do anything about that one because we don't have a quorum, actually, because Colin would obviously have to remove from the meeting. And that would only leave us 3 people, we need 4. And because it's an arboreal matter, frankly, all we need to do is send a note to Janet Burton at the council to say that the parish council won't be commenting on this particular application.
Be alright, fine by me.
Okay.
And I assume you'll just take that as no observations. Okay, that's all. I can't see any other way of doing it. That's it.
It isn't always like this.
Of course, using that.
Yeah.
Bob, if you need an umbrella next time.
Actually, sometimes we leave him out in the cold.
I was wondering, I
Yeah.
Get through the meetings quickly.
Okay, item 5, activity reports. Anything on footpaths? Sin, got anything on
Excuse me, I've
footpaths?
got I've lost a tooth there, so don't laugh. I had somebody ring me from Compton Bishop, and he'd been walking down, no, not Body Lane, the other one. Crooked Lane, that way.
Which
And
lane,
he
sorry?
said he noticed that there were a lot of dog bags just left and scattered around. And he said that he wondered if we could put a bin there, because we don't have anything down that lane at all. And somebody that he'd known had bought there as well, walked down there as well and said the same thing, so he passed it on to me, and I said I'd pass it on to us here. And it was really if we could have a bin there. I have noticed it because I do actually walk down there quite a bit.
Where would you suggest that it was
Well,
placed?
I don't
if it
know
were
really.
in? I mean, where
You see that people usually walk right down and round, but
are people walking, do you think, across the fields to the end to Crooked Lane, or are they walking
no,
from
they're walking from the beginning.
Station Road?
Yeah, Station Road. Yeah.
So they're walking from Station Road
Yes.
over the railway bridge
Yes.
and that way?
Yes. That way. So,
But you could go on the corner by the field, where it,
I think it. Yes.
right-hand bend before it goes direct to
Yes, so you catch the people that
At least
walk,
Well, they
see it.
catch them if they go across the field,
Yeah.
you'll catch
catch
them
them
as
if
well.
they walk down the
Mark,
road.
here would be quite a good idea if we perhaps in the next week or so did a quick little survey and quantify the problem.
Well, you can walk up and down.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
you
down.
can walk up and
I'm
down.
not sniffing
I
down
put you
the
in the pushchair.
We'll go and have I think the answer is we'll walk down and have a look at
It's
this
just a matter of taking
extent.
it out really. I mean, I go there probably twice a week.
How much is another bin? It's about 400 quid by the time we finish, isn't it? Or more than that. By the time you've bought it and had it emptied.
Yeah, I mean, you've got an annual charge, of course, and you've got the installation charge.
Which is what, 300?
I'd have to go back to my records on that, but it wouldn't be very much short of 300, I wouldn't think.
No, I don't think it is. I mean, it's
By the time you've done the emptying contract for a year and you've done the installation. Depends where you put it, whether you put it on an existing post or whether you put it
Well,
on
I mean,
a new structure.
are they likely to go down
What in
Crooked
price?
Lane?
Oh, I see.
To do,
Yeah.
I thought you
I
probably
think
put it.
Sedgemoor would only
close
go
to
as
the-
far as the tarmac area of the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
They won't go beyond
That's
that.
over the railway bridge.
well, the tarmac does go to the corner,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they can turn around.
It's
It's quite a lot of money. I mean, how many bins have we got? 4?
We have now. The other one down in Brent Street.
You could scatter them all over the village.
Could do.
Wouldn't you use them?
It won't make any difference to people throwing things in the hedge.
Yeah.
Never has.
It's ridiculous.
So in the meantime, Colin, I'm happy between now and the next meeting to
Let's go
have
down.
a look
Yeah,
down there
I'll
and see what.
come down with you.
And I'll try and get some costings as well, so
Okay.
we can see what.
All right. Okay, Sin. Anything else on footpaths, anybody?
Oh, I still get the same complaint about that gate in the Wingates field. Getting through it, very difficult because it's so high.
And the
But I
same with
don't quite-
mine on Style.
The Style?
Body's Lane.
Right, I took Kenny Gordon down there last week,
Ah.
and he's giving us a price to do the one at the back of your house,
Mm.
Sally Wingate's gate,
Hmm.
and the far gate, which is where you, it's the one you're referring to,
Well, the one, this is a.
over by the railway, near the railway, the one that's very muddy.
Well, it is buddy there, yes, that one, it is, it's the metal gate. Yeah, well, they want.
Well, there are only two.
Yeah,
there are
it's the
only two-
second one, it's the second one, you go,
No, we're doing that one, but
Oh,
we're
right,
also
okay.
doing the third one as well,
oh, right.
the
yeah.
far one.
Yeah, okay,
where you walk along
yes,
by the Reen,
yes.
and then you go right
Mm-hmm.
to come back.
I know what you mean.
Okay,
Yes,
so we're doing
yes.
that one as well.
Oh, right.
So hopefully, when Kenny Gordon comes back with the price, we're
Yes.
going to incorporate all of that work in the car park
Oh,
work
that
as
would
well.
be good, actually.
Okay?
What was I going to say? And what about the one that was in the horse field? Have they given that up?
No, Kenny Gordon looked at that, and unfortunately the fence, if you walk across there, has gone like that,
Yes,
and he cannot get a digger down the middle. So I've got to go and speak to them, because it may well be that at our cost we remove one side, do the path, and then reinstate it. But I've got to go and speak to them. So it can be done.
What are they going to do? Put a hard surface down, or
Well, yeah, they're going to put a liner,
yeah?
and
then
all the
put-
places, a liner,
Yes.
hardcore,
Yeah.
and then tamp it down, and then
Oh,
put
that's okay.
a smooth layer on top.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes. Well, that'll be very good.
Okay, so, yeah, yes, Bob.
Also on a different matter, but I raised with Owen, and he's taken up with Chris East, and that we've asked for some more